Hey Millbridge families, Miss Stansel here for another STEM activity. This one's got you going outside again. So what we're going to be making are little imprints of nature onto a Play-Doh that we're going to make. So the first thing I would have you do is go outside and see what little things that you think would make a really cool imprint. Some of them may work, some of them won't. That's the nature of science. So I picked a little flower, an itty bitty bitty pine cone, and the upper part of an acorn. There we go. That might be kind of cool. It looks like a little hat. Okay, so those are the three that I picked. You don't have to pick those three. You can pick anything you'd like, but just make sure it came out of the ground and might leave a cool imprint. So I'm going to turn the camera so you guys can kind of see our Play-Doh makings. All right. Okay, so I'm going to start with just an empty container. I'm going to need, the recipe is here. It is 1 cup of flour, a half a cup of salt, half a cup of water. We're going to bake it for 250 degrees for 2 hours. I'm not going to make quite this much because I'm only going to make one little imprint. So you can adjust this as needed. So I'm going to start out with 1/4 cup of salt. Maybe I'll do an 1/8. Yeah, I think I'll do an 1/8. Okay, so there's an 1/8. Then I've got my flour. I'm going to get twice as much flour as I did salt. So I'm going to actually get 1/4 cup of flour. Okay, last I'm going to add 1/4 cup of water. Okay, here's Annabelle. She's going to stir it.
Hello.
What?
Okay. It smells terrible.
Yeah, try to get out all the lumps.
So what is this supposed to do?
You're going to make imprints.
Imprints?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is kind of what it looks like. It looks like mushy oatmeal, but we're going to try to make this a little drier. So we're going to add some more flour to it. Now you don't want it so sticky that it's going to stick to everything, especially your fingers. Alright, so we're going to put this on a powdered surface, floured surface, and we're going to try to get it flat. That'll keep your fingers from getting as dirty.
Feels so weird.
Yeah, so if you wanted to take like just a small piece, roll it into a ball kind of like a cookie dough, do that. This one's messy, so make sure you have permission to do this at home. Okay, so here's what I've got. It's roughly 1/4 of an inch thick. We don't want it too thick. We don't want it too thin. So that's what it looks like right now. Make sure you guys can see it. All right, and what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take a couple of these and see what I get. I'm going to try the flour first. The flour may be too soft to get an imprint. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, that one's a little too soft to get the imprint. Okay. So now I'm going to try rolling it over. Start again. Okay, that's the beauty of this. Okay, now I'm going to try the top of my acorn. Might be kind of cool to roll around like that. Oops. Like that. I could also just do this. Push it in like that. That's kind of cool. Okay, so I think the pine cone is going to be the best. So I'm going to just put a little bit more flour on this and see what this one looks like. So here's my baby pine cone. I'm going to put some flour on my pine cone just to make sure it doesn't get sticky. So I think that one's kind of cool. I like that one. But again, you can experiment with this, try different things, see what you like. You could do the top of the pine cone if you wanted. There we go. Looks kind of cool. So you could make a whole collection of these. If you wanted to do all different kinds of things that you find, different textures that you find, you could try tree bark, that kind of thing. So now at this point you would want to bake it at 250 degrees for 2 hours. It'll get nice and hard, and then you can paint it. Hope you guys enjoyed this activity.